Turkey, barking out the instructions to serve at. Ball won by Julien Bonner. Sam Warburton, though, with the enormous hit. And that has raised the French ire.
No, I don't think there's anything malicious in that there. I think Sam Warburton just got a great hit on. Hopefully the player he tackled is okay, but I think he just slipped up over the top. I don't think there's not much you can do about that when you make a tackle as sweet as that. It was just accidental. Have a look here.
Yes, take time out.
See us really step in, and he just takes Clerk man on ball. I think it's just one of those things, just a very good tackle, and unfortunately his legs have gone above his shoulder.
Vincent Clerc, who was tipped up.
Time out, please.
The letter of the law says if you take a player off his feet, it's your responsibility to bring him down again with care. And I think there were one or two Frenchmen who didn't think there was an awful lot of care in that, but it's a tough decision for Alain Roland to make.
It's a bit of a contradiction in there.
Have you had a word with them?
Yeah, we just saw who's captaincy.
Well, there's the decision. It is a yellow card.
I think that's very, very harsh to get a yellow card for that. I think, as you say, Nick, you're playing rugby, it's a very ferocious game. It's pretty hard to bring someone down with...
Oh, hang on. Well, is that a red card? Is that a red card rather than a yellow card for this? It's a red card. Sam Warburton has been sent off in a World Cup semi-final. The captain has gone. One of the most controversial decisions in the history of the World Cup. Wales have lost their captain. They're down to 14 players for the remaining hour and a bit of this semi-final. That is an extraordinary decision.
It's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. I've calmed down now. I was absolutely livid. It's wrong. He's killed the game. He really has. It was a dangerous tackle, yes. It was a penalty, yes. At best, a yellow card. Never a red card in the final. If you go through the tackle, I mean, Sam Warburton has been one of the cleanest players in this Rugby World Cup. He's the captain of a team that's playing fantastic rugby. He sets himself in the tackle, makes the tackle, then lifts the player, but then releases the player. So yes, it was a dangerous tackle. Yes, give him a penalty, but you give him a yellow card. He's killed the game for us. I mean, I'm livid about it.
Red card, even worse. Your reaction?
Yeah, I think, you know, he's got to have more empathy for the game. It's the first 20 minutes of a semi-final, and if anything, Sam's made too good a tackle. He's, you know, the guy is probably 20 kilograms lighter than Sam.
You know, it's a light play. He's lifted him up, as we see it here in super slow. He's lifted him up. He's realised that his feet have gone over, and he's let him go. I mean, he's not, you know, he's not put him on his head. He's let him go.
If you look at there, Lawrence, there he lets him go. Now he lets him go. So fine, it is a dangerous tackle. We all agree with that in the studio. But you in the World Cup semi-final. The world is watching.
This referee, Alain Roland, you know, let's get it into perspective. He's refereed all over the world. He's refereed, you know, Heineken Cup finals. He refereed the last Rugby World Cup final. He is supposed to be one of the best referees in the world. I'm sorry, he has made a terrible decision there.
Terrible.
Well, Getty, obviously disappointment for you, but seemed to be, you know, that first half losing Sam and also Adam Jones.
I just feel like the destiny of the result was sort of taken out of our hands with a red card. I mean, I can understand he's lifted him, that's a yellow card, but he's let him go. He hasn't driven his head into the ground, so does that mean from now on, every time there's a tackle made and you lift someone, it's got to be a red card? I just feel gutted. I mean, he's not a dirty player, he's such a great player. Why spoil a World Cup semi-final by giving a red card? I think he's absolutely gutted about it. But in saying that, France won. I thought our players showed great character. We had a couple of shots of goal we had nailed. You know, we might have won the game, but to be down to 40 men against, you know, a world-class opposition and have a chance to win, it just shows, you know, what sort of character our players have got. So from that point of view, I'm, you know, really, really proud of our boys.
Sam, could you kind of sum up your emotions on that night?
Yeah, obviously I'm gutted with the red card, but there was nothing malicious and no malicious intent, and it felt like as soon as I hit him, his body weight took control of what happened. You know, I went to compete for the ball after, thinking it was a normal tackle. Next thing I know, I was walking off into the stand. So all the boys are gutted though with the result, obviously, but I thought, like Gash just said then, the courage and bravery they showed was second to none.
And it's a physical game, this. You know, rugby, I always say rugby is not a contact sport, dancing is a contact sport. Rugby is a collision. And you've got to manage those collisions. So it was a great hit, boom, okay, I was naughty, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. It was not as if I meant that. I didn't go in smashing a guy, trying to hurt him. I got myself into positions now, I made a really good tackle.
I think of all players as well, Sam is the cleanest player, a very physical player, one of the cleanest players you'll ever come across, and for that to happen to him, I can't believe it.
Ruined the semi-final straight away by something which is, you know, I mean, if we see the game, you know, Tonga-France, you know, that was a tackle, and I think it resulted in a yellow card for that player. Here's another one. I think it, again, you know, that looked worse to me.
I mean, now we compare this with this tackle,